Hello YouTube, welcome to Maths and Science Help, and in this video we're going to cover simple interest. As you can see, the simple interest formula is basically I equals PRT. Now what does this mean? Well, I is interest, T is time, R is rate, and P is the principal. In other words, the principal, the amount of money in a loan, rate, the rate of interest, as a decimal guys, remember rate is as a decimal. That is one of the most important things in simple interest, because that's where most people go wrong, and if you remember that, you'll find for most questions. And T is the time in years, or well, usually in years, unless the simple interest is actually calculated monthly, it would be in years. Well, the time in I guess interesting periods, I guess. But in our case, years. Let's start simple. So we have a question here. Well, it's not really a question, but I've just gotten the essential bits out. A person borrows $4,000 at 4% per annum for 2 years. What that PA means is per annum, which is basically every year. That's what it means. Sorry guys, it's a bit cold here. So I'm just going to substitute in the, actually no, first let's start slow. Let's just first identify each of our actual components for calculating interest: the principal, rate, and time. So $4,000, the amount we borrow, is the principal, so I'm going to underline that in red. The rate, interest rate, is 4% per annum. I'm going to underline that in blue, but I'm actually going to write 0.04 above it, just so I remember that it's a decimal. I recommend that you guys do this too, because in a test situation, if you're under time pressure, I guess, you would actually, it's possible that at the end of the exam you may, if say this is the last question, you may actually mess it up and actually write it as 4 instead of 0.04, and your answer will be completely wrong. That's not what you guys want. And 2 years in green, that's the time. Now let's just start over with the formula. Let's just write I, actually I'm not gonna write I again. Let's just do equals, so our principal, 4,000, sorry guys, 4,000 multiplied by 0.04 multiplied by 2, which is time. I equals PRT. Now it's good to use a calculator, and in most situations when you're calculating compound interest, it won't be a discrete answer as I assume this will be, but you will most likely be allowed to use a calculator. I'm just gonna use mine right now. 4,000 multiplied by 0.04 multiplied by 2, I get 320, but remember, always have units, so that's $320. In the future, I may create a video on compound interest if this video gets enough support. So, new things to remember: you can actually rearrange the formula if you know a bit of linear algebra. This is a basic concept. You can get P by itself by dividing I by RT, just to get it by itself, and you can also get R by itself by dividing I by PT, and then you can get T by itself by dividing I by PR. And if you guys understand that, you're pretty much set for anything to do with simple interest. And always remember guys, R is as a decimal. That's the end of the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on notification, and comment down below any questions you have, and I'll try to answer them or create a video on them. See you later guys. Sign in to our next video. Thank you for your time.